first time you do something. Just be nice, Mike. You're usually nice. We've been raided. Of course we have. Okay. Someone tried to rob us. Quite a tough group. But we managed to fend them off. Thankfully, we were all armed. None of us was wounded, and the attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves, so that's good. Yay! They only used up 9 shots, so... Oh, look, more food! Yay! Oh, it's a good day. Okay, so it is an odd-numbered day, so we are just going to bed. Oh, look who decided to not be sick anymore. That's good. I believe he stayed up all night. He did. Please come get the food. So we're doing alright with food. This is exciting. So we're going to use fertilizer because we don't really want to... I want to avoid using food to get food. I'd rather use something not edible to get 2 things of food instead. So that's what we're doing. I did say that to you guys yesterday, actually, which is partly why we have the bot today, Mike. Alright, Katie. Pablo faked being sick. Sometimes I think they do. They're like, oh, I'm slightly sick for a day, I can't go out. And then, like, the next day, like, oh, look, I'm better. Alright, so this is different. It will get much colder, and snowfall is expected, so we know. We knew that. Some of our listeners report military has been committing acts of violence towards civilians. Spokesman for the military denies. So don't trust the military if you see them out and about right now, because they're probably gonna hurt you. Having suffered heavy losses, the military retreated to their previous positions and resumed the strategy of avoiding direct confrontation. Movement around the city should once again be possible. Hallelujah! We finally get to go back to the garage. Pretty excited about that, guys. Let's see what we be making. The next thing that would really be good is if we could make this garden here and then upgrade it, which, as you can see, we totally do not have enough parts. I would also like to make a second trap if you only have 1 or 2 people. Sometimes even if you have 3, 1 trap is okay because you still get 2 pieces of food every time you catch something. But once you have 4, having 2 traps is actually a lot nicer. They don't both go at the same time, but you know, you do get more. So hopefully we can get a second one. I don't exactly have the hardiest group to work with here. I mean, Sveta and Anton, I'm pretty sure they don't do much. Pavle's okay. And Zaleta boosters everyone's spirit, so that's really good. But make some water. The water we make right now, we don't have to use fuel for, so I kind of want to stock up a little bit if we can, because once it snows we'll have to use the stove to get water, and we'll have to use fuel, so we'll be using much more fuel. Fuel for our meals, fuel for water, fuel for heat, and I would like to avoid that if I can. Nothing like a good sleep. Good. Anyone have anything to tell us? Sveta does. More of her story. Parents are right. Just to appease their fears, I moved the classes to more sheltered rooms, and that saved the children when the army landed a shell right in front of the school. The window pane shattered, but the hail of glass shards fell on empty benches and seats. We covered the windows after that. That's so sad. Everyone's hungry. Again, we are only eating every other day to kind of spread out the food. As you can see, we have like 12 things of food right now, so that would be 3 feedings, and by every other day, that's 12 days, right? Or no, 3 feedings, every other day, that's 6 days. I was trying to multiply it again. So that stretches out a lot more. It doubles pretty much doubles the value of the food we have. Can I do a giveaway sometime? Well, I actually watched another streamer who was streaming this war of mine earlier today, and I really liked his page. And he does giveaways, and I might be looking into it, for sure. But I mean, I've only been on almost 3 weeks now streaming, so I don't really have a lot to go off of right now, so you guys are just gonna have to be patient. I'll take as many ideas as you can give me and consider them for sure. This game can turn you into, like, I don't know, not caring. I did not. The first, 4 or 5 playthroughs, I don't think I killed anybody. And now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill those bad guys right over there. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. So I don't know. It lets you see how bad things are, maybe. I don't know. Gonna go make another filter, get some more water. Once the snow comes, if you try to use your rainwater collector, it'll tell you that it's frozen up and not any good in this weather, so. Alright, Mike, you can send that to me in a private message. That way I won't lose it. And I do realize that I don't have my bio quite up yet and stuff. I am planning on doing that. I'm just, gotta figure out how to do it. Gotta figure out how to make the links and things like that. Been doing a lot of research. As you can see, the stream has changed a ton. I think for the better, so it's just growing pains. We'll get through it. People never use private anymore. Well, I do. Oh, good. Hallelujah, it's all open. Okay, so here's the garage. We're gonna go back to the garage. Sleep. Well, you guard. Go back to the garage. I don't think we need to take anything. Here's the stash that we've already created. We don't have too much in it. We do have electric parts, which actually I need, so. Let's see if they've gathered any more stuff. If you don't come over here for a while, they tend to get some more stuff stocked up. Kind of hoping they'll have more components and parts and stuff. It's not guaranteed, but there's a chance of it. Kind of hoping for that chance right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got stuff down here. Question is it the right stuff? Is it the stuff that we need? I don't know. I'm gonna leave their food and water. We don't need food and water. I'm not gonna take that. They're gonna, you know, otherwise my guys will be upset, and I don't want them to, like, die. So we'll take a cigarette and alcohol, because that's really good trade value stuff. Do I want anything else in the message? I don't know, Mike. Whatever you want is fine. So we're not going to take everything. Sometimes, not every time by all means, but sometimes, if you don't take everything, your people will not get as depressed because you left some stuff there. So, if you were watching when we started this playthrough, I like completely cleared this place out as much as I could to get everything I could. We are in a different place now. In the place we are in, we have a lot more stuff. And we don't really need to clear all that out. Now, I understand the snow is coming, and you don't know... hi, Hannah. Good morning, sunshine, or, well, you know, it's afternoon, but same thing. I don't know which places will be accessible and not accessible when the snow comes, but that's just kind of a chance I have to take. Right now, what I really need are these components. If we want to build, that garden and stuff, this is what we're going to be needing. So, yeah. Alright. So let's take that. There we go. That's pretty easy. Pretty quick. Pretty easy. Did we get raided? I don't know. Day 22! Woohoo! For those of you that are watching us today and maybe didn't catch the first half of the stream, which happened yesterday, you can go onto my YouTube and it's there, and it'll have the date that it was streamed. So of course look for what was streamed on the 11th. That was this word mine, and you'll be able to catch up from the beginning. And I use private message, so if you have any questions or anything on previous streams, you just let me know. So the night was calm, and Pavli's been searching, brought some things, so nobody got hurt, nobody got attacked, nobody's sick. That means happy dance, woot woot. Makes me happy. There's still not snow on the ground. Let's see what we have here. We need some fuel for the fire. We need to listen to the radio. See what's new. Weather's the same any day. Probably tomorrow or day after, I guess. It's already been a couple days. Military is mean right now to civilians. We already knew that. And okay, so nothing new as far as the radio goes. We need to make some more fuel for cooking and for the fireplace as well. I say fireplace, heater, whatever. It is an even day, so let me wait till he gets another one here. It is an even day, so everybody gets to eat. The nice thing, besides stretching out your food, they can starve to death. I think it takes 3 days before they're really hungry. So by doing it every other day, okay, thank you. By doing it every other day, I avoid them being really hungry. When people get really hungry, their friends get depressed because they're starving. So, I avoid the depression and I avoid the really hungry by doing every other day while still stretching out my foods to make it last longer. Sorry, I was eating some of my Reese's. Not Reese's heart. Okay, there we go. So after really hungry, it goes to starving, and then they pass away. Tired, very tired, exhausted, okay. And when they're depressed, and it goes sad, depressed, and broken, if you don't fix it, they'll leave. Or cut themselves if their name is... Who was it that cut himself? If his name is Roman. Stupid. Hurts himself or whatever. Is it Roman that does it? Yeah, I think it is. Hey, I knew we would get a gun if we did that. We're moving. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much for protecting us. My sister and her husband came to visit us. They live in another part of town and invited us to stay with them. I think we'll be safer there, so we're leaving. But before we go, I wanted to thank you and give you my husband's shotgun along with the rest of our ammunition. We won't need it anymore, I hope. Yay! Guns! Hope you don't need to use it, but you never know. True that. Okay. Having her make food. You go to bed. You were up all night. Stoke the fire, please. And then head upstairs. Starving left and stole all my guns and food. I've heard people say that. They get so depressed or whatever, they leave. I've never had anyone leave because they were depressed. I've had people die. Usually because they got shot. But I haven't had people just leave. We need food. You're getting food. We have plenty of food. What are you talking about? Well, we have plenty of food for a little while anyway. It makes a difference if people are good at playing the guitar or not. Some characters are good, some characters aren't. And what you're hearing changes. If they're good at the guitar, I think it's if they're good at the guitar, it makes people happy. Because if you look at our things, it says we've got a guitar and Zaleta can play it really well. So, Erica, I think, is also another character that can play it really well. So if you're looking for happiness, you want to keep people happy, that is definitely a way to go there. Both of these are upgraded all the way. What am I missing? Wow, we need a ton of wood, we need some parts. Okay. We can fix this and it'll be good for trade, so let's do that. And then we can trade that gun. I like to keep a knife because that's what I use when I go out and scavenge because it's quiet. And you had 12 cans of food and 16 meat bits, and Roman took it all. Holy cow, you really stockpiled. Roman can play it too. Oh, I didn't know that. He brings unhappiness and doom wherever he goes. You know, that's kind of true. It's one of those, like, he's great at fighting, but when you, I don't know. I always took him out. He always scavenged. I never left him at home, because if you run out of cigarettes, he starts beating people up, and he is the problem child, if any there was, let me tell you. So, okay. That's what we need. Okay. We don't want to go there because the deserters are there. We can go to the semi-detached house. However, we need a saw. Technically, I think we need 2 saws, to be completely honest, to get everything that we want. Let's go back and get the trade stuff. Guard, scavenge. Won't take anything. Just like the sugar. We're not going for the food. We're just going for the sugar and stuff that we can trade. And, I don't have meds for your father. Although that guy, if your people are depressed, trade meds with them and your people will be happier. I think about every 3rd night I would have to trade things to keep Marco happy on our solo playthrough, so... I would have died of laughter if I heard what happened and what was said for the last 10 days. Do I want to know? Oh, the tin of food is gone that was here. Oh no, wait, that was here, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Just kidding. So, cigarettes are valuable. Some water is valuable. Besides, it'll be nice to have when winter, like snow comes. We need wood, don't we? this stuff is not stealing. This stuff is free with the open hand symbol. You're not taking it from anybody. So your people won't be upset and, you know, people won't try to shoot you. It's free. Free for all. Now this game, there's only one. I'm gonna get rid of that. You know, they did a good job. The first time I played through, it was so difficult for me because I was freaking out about all the decisions I'd have to make. Only trash and dirt there. Okay, look again. Are you sure? Yep. Okay. And my very first playthrough, it was before I was streaming. I lost Bruno, I want to say, and I was so upset, like I restarted the game to see if I could make it through with him living. But the fact that they tie you to your characters like that, it's good. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, I'm happy with what we have. Still don't have a ton of wood, but we'll be alright. Day 23. Goodness gracious. The night was calm. Happy dance, woot woot. Happy dance, woot woot. Makes me pretty happy. Now he's sad. Why are you sad? You didn't take any of their food. I did what had to be done. Gotta take care of my own. You didn't take any of their food, dude. They're fine. So, more of his story. You just can't lock kids inside with nothing to do, so my boy formed a football team. It was heartbreaking to watch them train in a dark basement. They came up with an idea to organize a Pokerin Cup. Even though I was terrified, we invited 3 other teams. We had a very serious problem to overcome. So I think something that's kind of important is we are on, day 23? We are on day 23. That does not mean the war has been going on for 23 days. I think if you read, they actually say that the war has been going on for years. Like 3 years or something. So, when you're reading their stories, I think it's just important to keep that in mind. Because when I first went through, I was just thinking, oh, well, it's just been, 23 days. What is he talking about? It's been going on for years. This is the time that you're seeing them. This is just a 23-day, the last 23 days of the war or whatever. So, just for some perspective. I don't know, you guys probably all figured that out and I was the slow one of the bunch, but it's cool. Okay, so let's see what she has to say. Why did Pavle do it? Wasn't there another way? There wasn't, so don't upset him. Poor father and son. Pavle shouldn't have stolen from them. Will they be able to replace what Pavle took from them? They will, actually. If you don't go there for a long time, sometimes they get stuff back, so... Yeah, that makes so much sense. Yeah, I know, when I was reading their stories, I was like, what are you talking about? They died just like yesterday? What the heck? But then when you read some other things, like, oh, this has been going on for years. Okay, now I got it. I did say we needed saw blades, right? We need 2... Yes. Hopefully, snow doesn't come and we can still get there, but... We will need 2 saw blades. Yeah, let's make that. Technically, I could kill the guy with the shotgun. I might feel a little bad about it. I don't know. So many decisions. The decisions don't really get easier, I don't think. Okay, so we have the saw blades, right? I want a few lockpicks as well. Lockpicks are one-time use, but they're quiet. Crowbars can use, I think, 3 times, but they're loud. So, well, hold on, let me think about this here. But then again, I only have one part. I have 2 crowbars. Okay, so let's hold off on that for a little bit. Do I still have my hatchet? And I still have my hatchet. Always have it outside the house so the bandits know not to mess with you. Yeah, that'd probably work. No change on the weather. We know snow is coming. Military is still mean. And military, we already know that. Where is she? Go play the guitar for people, because I like how it sounds. Please. 12:10, game time, so we aren't going to be getting any visitors right now. Man, I wish someone could, like, learn that song in real life, whatever she's playing. I like it. Little tip, if you didn't know this, they actually have, like, trailers and stuff for this game. You should look them up on YouTube. Some of them are kind of cool. I didn't know that until Mike told me. Ah, keep going through so much wood. The fuel, it's leaving. Okay, so you can make fuel from wood, you can make fuel from books, you can make fuel from components. I prefer to use the wood. You need to have at least, get your sister to do it. She learns from listening. Cool. I like to use the wood. You need to keep at least 3 books to keep people happy, so... Alright, keep the fire going. I don't think we really have enough to make anything. Nope, not really. I do know eventually we'll need a heat lamp. I can make one of those. We'll need that for the vegetable garden to upgrade it so we can grow our own vegetables. So, normally, those of you that watch, normally, you know, I would just skip to the end of the day, but we can't because of the weather. I don't want it to get too cold and people to freeze to death, so we actually kind of have to wait it out, at least for a little longer. But as you can see, we're not doing too badly. We actually have quite a bit of stuff going on here. They will get to eat tomorrow. Oh, those guys at the garage. Well, I'll make it up to them after the war somehow. Alright, so now we're getting close to the end of the day. We can hit end of the day if you watch. It didn't use any extra stuff there. Real quick, I apologize, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I need to go grab a drink. My throat is pretty dry, actually, so... Give me just 2 seconds, I swear. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am so sorry. Okay, cherry coke. Thank you, Jesus. Cherry coke. So, we can go into the semi-detached house now because we have 2 saw blades. And again, this is like my playthrough, like the 10th, 9, 10, something like that, something ridiculous. So I know that we need to when we go into the house. So, Polly's gonna scavenge.